it's kind of a UFC like takedown GSP
Dude,
type
it's a
move.
dirty play. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, but that is dirty, and that's 6 inches away from being very, very bad news
Dude,
for
it's like
McMichael. I'm sorry. That is. I don't know if there's a rule on takedowns on fights in the NHL rule book. So you can't go to it and you say, well, this is rule 45.8, and so we can suspend him under that. But that is an absolute intent to injure, and that should be nowhere near an NHL fight. That should have been 20 games. I'm sorry.
I think it's completely insane that the league didn't even touch that. Like, there's a slew foot involved there. Like, you've got to do something with that so that every player knows going forward that they're not even going to attempt this. That's how you deal with that right there.
And you have a responsibility.
There's going to be a bunch of different variations of guys doing stupid garbage like that. Like, what the hell are they watching?
Listen,
that was as goofy as Trouba on Frederick, where he almost knocked his head off into the top row and there was nothing. But this is a gong show, man.
Dude, so you're willing to fight. Okay, which is fine. You're going to throw punches. Like, I have all the time in the world for that. Wasn't my cup of tea, but, like, I can understand guys that want to do it and do it. But then the league has a responsibility to say the confines of the fight are you grab a jersey, you throw punches. Once it's not a UFC takedown. Like, they have a responsibility to protect the player that got taken down. That's the thing,
Frankie, where it's like a gray area where he's going to say, that's how I fight, or the definition of what's fighting is going to come into play. But I just look at that, and to stop that, you hammer him with something. I don't know if it's 5 games, whether it's 3 games, but you let everybody know that if you pull that garbage, you're not getting away with it.
God forbid his head hit the ice first, which is 6 inches away from happening.
But here's the thing.
Like, give me a break.
Oh, here we go.
No, here's the thing. I disagree with both of you. I think it's difficult. I think it's incredibly difficult to legislate intent when you're literally in a fight. And this is the issue that the league has. If you're going to allow fighting, we've all been in them in different capacities. So you think he was just
flailing around and grabbing whatever?
I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I'm comfortable with it. But what I'm saying is I think it's very difficult to argue that there needs to be rules that are legislated within the fight that go, obviously if you bite someone, if you use your skate. But there's a history in this league of guys that are on the ice and they can't protect themselves, and guys are wailing on them. Like some of the most famous fights we've ever seen. Some of our favorite fights.
We're talking like old times.
Old time, yes. But the point is, if you're going to allow fighting, when you guys know it, when you're in a fight, man, it's violent. It's violent and it's scary. And you're in there and you're thinking, man, I got to hold on for dear life. I got to win this fight. That's what I'm doing here. I'm here to fight. And to me, he broke an unwritten code. I think it's more you would have the right for Tom Wilson to tap on him next time and say, you got to pay for that.
He's getting that.
I'm not disagreeing. Tom Wilson doesn't have to even wait for him to oblige.
That's
I think
fine.
With how greasy that was, Wilson can say, I'm punching you right now.
Listen,
or I'm not even telling you.
I get it, but like takedowns happen. They're dangerous. They're always dangerous. Takedowns happen. Guys throw bombs. There's fights where some guy's 6'9", the other guy's 5'7". If you're going to have fighting in the game, unfortunately, you're going to have plays like that.
Well, what's fascinating about
if you're
going to
have it, you got to allow it. Like, that's the way I stand.
Gary Bettman was in the building for that.
Yeah, and they haven't. They're not going to suspend him. They're not going to fine him. They're not going to do anything.
Like Hayes, what did like?
I'm not saying
I understand what you do. I get it.
I get
it. But if the league came out and said they gave him 5 games for that, what would you be saying today?
I would be able to reason with why they would.
So why not just do it and get it over with?
But then where do you draw the line? If a guy beats the hell out of somebody else, should he have stopped? Where do we draw the line on a fight where you say, okay, you broke his nose, his jaw, you knocked out teeth, and you kept punching?
It's a good point, but I just didn't like what I saw there. I thought that was trash.
That. I get it. I think it was an unwritten code that was broken, but I don't think it's a code of the NHL rules, because I think the NHL is sensitive to the fact that it's difficult to legislate a literal fight. Like, you're in it to win it, man. Like, that's how fights work. You drop the gloves, you're like, I got to win this fight. And it can get greasy, it can get dicey, and it was scary last night. It could have been really bad. Luckily, it wasn't.